Welcome back to our video series on statistical reporting. With this video, the second of the series, we're going to focus on the program itself, and that's the program called Ezra. Now, when we start off, I want to tell you just a little bit about the basic working before we go to the program itself. This program is the responsibility of GCFA, who has created it for us. There's some modifications we can do. We can add in some warnings and some things like that, but the overall working of the program is set by GCFA and we can't change it. There have been some questions about things that are in the program that we just can't change, so that's why I wanted to let you know that. You can ask any technical questions you'd like. There is a section to the right of our screen that shows where you can actually ask a question if you need help, and it will go to Bryce Holden. Bryce is here in our conference office, so those questions will come to us. It can be technical, it can be about the content. Either one will get to the right person. If you go down to the bottom of the screen, and there is a website administrator link that will allow you to ask questions also. Realize that those questions are going to go to GCFA and should be the very technical questions that you need about the program itself. We have also discovered over working with this for a few years that Ezra doesn't like Internet Explorer quite as well as it likes some other frameworks. So therefore, if you can download or utilize Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, those seem to be the ones that it works best with. Today, we're going to show this on Mozilla Firefox, and you'll be able to see how it works with that program. Once you've gotten that password and the username from our administrative website, then you can log into the screen itself. As you do that, you will come to this welcome screen after you have changed the password to your own password, I should add. Once you go in here, just go ahead. If you want to print a blank form, you've got that capacity. Otherwise, just begin entering my stats. You'll see here then each of your tables to give you a little bit of your progress report as to whether you started or not started and how your submission is. You'll also notice at the very bottom is a message board. Always look at this message board. It's where I will post messages to you that are more current and more necessary for the working of the program. As you see, it starts off here with just some basic locations and when the deadlines are. As we go through, I will add that we are anticipating conference uploads of certain items we'll talk about later on such and such a date, or that those program uploads have been completed. If for some reason we need to extend the deadline that we have, we'll also show it here on this help screen. At the very top of the program, you'll see the black banner bar. From there, you always have Stats Home. Stats Home will bring you back to this screen from wherever you are. The next one you have is called Enter Stats. This is the main area where you will access each of the tables that you will need to enter data into. So you'll see Table 1, Table 2, Table 3 once we get into that page. The Reports tab will take you to one of two places. You can go to Reports or you can go to Charts. If you go to Charts from here, you will see a certain set 6 charts that you can add and bring in that are specific to your own church. It will bring in, show your church, and you'll just say Run Report. It will give you basically a bar graph, as you can see here, of your specific stats related to this. For this is my church with membership and attendance. As you can see, probably as most of our churches, membership is well above what our normal attendance is. But let's go back to that Stats Home. As you can see, just click here, it takes you right back to that home. Again, go begin entering my stats and it will bring you back to that same welcome menu. Reports will give you a series of places where you can print a blank report. You can print your own report whenever you complete your statistics so that you've got a record of it, or it will also allow you to print various and sundry documents. Here, this is where I want to focus on. Western North Carolina Conference worksheets at the bottom. This is a series of different reports that we have created for you. It's more like guides for you. If you'll remember in the days when Denny White was our conference statistician, he had something we called the green sheet. And it was basically that very summary list of different items that would show you what line. That's what this line index is. That line index will take you, once you open it up with Word, into that very exact piece of items. As you can see, the different advanced specials, which line they will go on. If you were in Social Security, you were paying some for your church pastors, what line that would go on, etc. So you can see all of that without any issues. Going back, then we also have some frequently asked questions, as well as some deeper church line descriptions that you'll see about the statistical reporting. That will give you a description of every line with some additional definitions for what you don't have in front of you as you see it on the screen itself. You can also see different summary reports that you can see. The reports over here to the right-hand side of the church reports, those are some of the ones you'll want to look at. Church User's Guide gives you a brief overview outside of this, this particular webinar. You'll also see your church warning report. That church warning report you'll want to look at in order to make sure that you've captured out all the information you need about any warnings. We'll talk about those in a later series. The next of the bars is the Submit Stats area. This will take you directly to the place where you will actually submit your stats to the conference and district offices. And the account piece will let you change your contact information or your password around this particular program. As I said, if we go back to Stats Home, you'll see that whole area about Bryce and how to connect with him with the website address, with his email address, or the website administrator for the piece that goes directly to GCFA. Please use those as much as you need. We're here to serve. That kind of wraps up our overview of the actual program itself. We'll do a deeper dive into some of the tables as we go forward into the next series.